we wish
I need to take a Tylenol, because tomorrow I'm going to be fucking with Jeter.
Oh, you going heavy on the Jeter Reeves?
That's my third cup.
Oh, shit.
They don't take that.
Slow down, Nigel. Because you still got one more episode.
Oh, it definitely hit. You ain't gonna need no more than 2 cups of that, though.
Oh, yeah, this is my second cup.
Yeah, you ain't gonna need no more after that.
How much you got left, Nigel?
I just refilled. I got half a cup.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So,
Sip slow.
Alright, so you want to bring me?
Yeah.
Walk your check. Are we live?
Hey.
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Shout out Nigel, shout out everybody here, shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Hey. You look amazing. All right. So, is it a man's job to take care of a woman? Let's
Fuck
go.
no.
Yes, the end.
Fuck no.
Yes.
It's the job of the fuck. I mean,
That's how you know a lie about to come out. The shit don't even make sense. You can't even get it out.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Is it a man's job to provide and...
All of the above, really.
So, I feel like that if I'm married, I'm not paying 50-50 on no mortgage.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion.
You willing to pay the utilities?
I'll pay utilities, but...
Okay. That's 50-50 though, to me.
Not for real, because like, I have my own townhouse, so right now I pay mortgage.
Everything, right?
Utilities, yeah. So it's like, but I just am not paying 50-50 because I can have a roommate at that point.
Right.
I'll pay utilities.
I think take care is quite strong. I don't think a man should I don't think it's I don't know. Like, it's hard to, like, I know, like, if I was to marry a man, my dad would be like, take care of my daughter.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't think, in a sense, I think it gets blurred because a lot of women feel like a man should be their daddy. And I don't think it should be like my dad.
yeah.
If the man is claiming that woman and he's claiming her financially, he's claiming her, he's taking responsibility for her, meaning he's taking responsibility over her as a partner, yes, absolutely. In that situation, or if that's his daughter or a situation like that, I think that as an adult, you should be taking care of yourself though. At the bare minimum, you should be taking care of yourself. But if he's claiming her, you know, lawfully, financially, all those things, yeah.
Lawfully, you said that's lawfully, that's married, so.
Yeah, for sure.
But
so he should obviously be taking care of her.
Let me tell you something. It's now 2023. It is both parties' jobs to take care of each other in their own way. Yes, it's the man's job to take care of a woman, but it's also a woman's job to take care of her man. Because if you don't take care of your man, guess what? Another woman will.
And if you don't take care of your bitch, another nigga will.
Exactly. Probably me. So that being said, both parties should take care of each other. Simple and plain as that. Forget that superficial bullshit. Oh, he gotta be rich and
No, I don't even think that she was referring to like financially, just simply financially, like overall.
But it's such a superficial ass, fake ass question.
I think it is a job. It is a man's job to take care of a female, especially if y'all in a relationship, y'all getting married. You definitely should be taking care of everything for the most part.
Exactly.
Now, I think for the most part, reason why we ask that question is because a lot of men I think it's getting to a point where dudes just don't want to get played. They don't want to feel like they paying for everything and then, you know, you just leave when you feel like it.
But you know, the problem is they probably be dealing with women that don't got their own shit anyway.
Okay.
So if they dealing with somebody that got their own shit, then you're not gonna feel paid because she had to be able to afford it before you anyway.
It's everyone's job to take care of each other.
Yes, I agree, but if a woman was, she was splitting more of the bill, would you feel away? Or do you think the average man would?
I don't give a fuck. Look, you my girl, guess what? Most days, I got you. You feel me? Some days you gonna have me, but it's all good.
But you said most days.
I'm just sorry. Let me tell you how dumb this question is. I'm a father. I'm a dad, guys. It's my job to take care of my kid, right? We can agree with that. What happens when I'm 90 years old? Is it my kid's job to take care of me? Things change. It's always gonna change. I'm always gonna need something at some point. You always gonna need something at some point. My job is to take care of you, right? You're my wifey, right? Oh my God, I'm in love with you. I get locked up. I need to be bailed out. Now you taking care of me. You getting me out of jail. Are you not taking care of me?
You're gonna stay there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit just...
You're staying in prison, sir.
We gotta think about what we saying sometimes, because I think like society's become super stupid and ignorant and superficial as fuck. It's our job to take care of each other. Not even just as a relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, but as a people, as a union. That's why niggas is fighting and going to war right now. We're not taking care of each other. We got to take care of each other.
So when we if we're in a relationship, we're having a conversation about finances, right? Beforehand. We're having a conversation about, we're understanding each other's value system, each other's beliefs, and how we feel about relationship structure. And I think that every relationship is different, but if we're coming to something that makes sense, then it does make sense for a man to take care of a woman, yeah.
I feel like to that, like, I'll provide, but I'm not gonna take care of you where you don't, like you said, don't take care of yourself, because
right.
I feel like, especially in today's time, like, if I do everything, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's this stigma of, I mean, take into account what you're saying, but just like most women, the majority, not all of you women.
Yeah.
Like, oh, a nigga gotta take care of me, he gotta do this, he gotta pay for this, and do this and do that. Like, if you got a strong belief system, like what you're saying, or you raised right, then I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna take care of the bills, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get your hair done, get your nails done, I'm gonna feed you, I'm gonna take care of the majority of the household duties. But at any point, like, I feel like those roles could be reversed, and if you don't know how to take care of yourself because I've been taking care of you, then you ain't no good.
I don't know.
Yeah, because explain that. Because what should he not provide for you?
I think you should want to be a man and provide for a household and be a leader of a house. Yeah, but to take care of me, I think that's kind of extensive. I think that's kind of like, I don't necessarily feel like a man should take care of me.
I feel you.
I feel like I should be comfortable. I feel like I should be safe with my man. I feel like my man should be able to provide a safe environment where I don't feel like it's very controlling or, I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't know. I don't like the word take care. Like, and it could just be me. Like, I just may feel weird about, because hell, I'm already kind of like weirded by asking. I don't ask nobody for money. So to even go to like my dad at my grown ass age and ask for anything, I have a really hard time doing that.
I think with the guys, it's how the girl is talking. Or how is she talking? How is she approaching? Is she really like trying to get to know you? Really trying to build a team? Or is it you need to do X, Y, and Z in order for me to fuck with you?
So I feel like sometimes guys set themselves up. Like, one time I met this guy, and I met him, and then the next day he was already trying to send me money to go get like my own lunch and all this other stuff. And it's just, that was dope. But I didn't even meet him in person. I met him off Instagram.
So he's trying to impress though.
Yeah, he was trying to impress. Like, he's like just trying to like do all this stuff off rip. So it's like, if you already like trying and telling me like you go wherever you want, tell me just how much to send the money, I'm telling you how much to send me, then it's like that's letting me know like, okay, this nigga may be a trick.
No, I don't necessarily think that. I think
but it's like, if I never even went on a date with you, like we haven't FaceTime, we ain't talked, like the only thing you did was
on what is he paying for though? Like, is he paying for what? Like nails, hair, like little small shit? That's not tricking though.
No, it's not tricking if I'm actually interested in you. But if you don't know if I'm interested in you.
Yeah. See, I'm not paying for nothing if I ain't never met you. See,
that's what I'm saying. The nigga never met me. He only met me through Instagram.
So the gender shit, you want to talk about transgender and homosexuality and shit? Is it the man's job to take care of the woman? This shit sounds stupid. Sorry. I went in. It's this. I'm drinking.
No, I get what you're saying.
It just sounds crazy to me.
Both parties, we do have to take care of one another. I do agree with that. But even you said, I have you most of the time. That's what you said.
Because I'm a really masculine, I'm a man. I'm a man's man, right? Like, I'm a man. So like, yeah, I'm always gonna like, even beyond like taking care of my woman, like I take care of my brothers. Like BC will tell you, nigga, if he ain't got it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we brothers, I'll take care of you, nigga. Whatever you need. So it's beyond like a woman taking care of me and me taking care of a woman. Like, nigga, that's who I am as a person. Like, I'm a, you know how women be like, they nurturers or whatever. Like, I'm a giver. Like, I pour into people's cups. Like, that's what I do. Like, you call me, you wanna talk, you wanna have a conversation, I'm gonna take care of you, my people. Like, if I got it, you need a place to sleep, I got a house. You can crash on my couch. But that's me. But like, whenever people talk about that whole, does a man need to take care of, like, nigga,
I think when
if my bitch ain't got my back, that ain't my bitch. You feel me?
I think it's like define take care, right? Like take care, if taking care is only considered, you know, the bills.
But I feel like for me and like this, what it comes down to with us is like, take care of me as in like foot the bill, like everything. I shouldn't have to do shit. I should be able to call my nigga and, hey, pay for this, hey, do this.
So,
hey, there's a roach, come kill it, and
yeah, that's me. If there's a roach, come kill it, babe. It's a spider, babe. The trash, babe. Yes, definitely. That's how I feel about that. But, you know, I think things get misconstrued because it seems like women are demanding for. Well, maybe some women do demand, like, even if we're just dating and you've only been. Because I've heard guys tell me, like, you know, I've been on dates with the guys and they'll be like, I'll be like, so how's dating for you? And they're like, oh, well, I'll go on a date with somebody and they'll ask me like the first date, like, you know, my rent, I'm behind on my rent. And it's like, that's not his responsibility.
Right.
Like, that's not taking care of a woman. That's, to me, that's just
enabling.
That's mindless tricking.
I feel, and I get you, and I feel you with the take care thing, but I feel like as a man, like, it's levels to it. Like, manners and what you're supposed to do with a woman are different, but I definitely feel like taking care of, or how I perceive take care of, providing, you're supposed to do that for your woman.
Okay.
That might not be,
providing.
like that might not be what you're doing for every girl you're with, but based on how I was raised, it's a certain level of accountability. And what a woman's exposed to, she might take that out of context.
Right.
Like, if we go on to lunch and I pick up the tab, that might not mean like I'm super into you, but like I'm a gentleman.
Okay.
We're here. That's just what I'm gonna do. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you my girl, like, I don't feel bad. Like, if you, not saying like it's tricking off, but like asking for the rent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get like money to get your hair done, your nails done. Like, yeah, you mine. Like, and that's what I want for you because I want you on point. So like, yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If it's that serious and you're my girl, oh yeah, it's as a man, I'm gonna take care of you. But like, take care of you don't look. I know I bought it up financially, but it don't always look financially. It's about providing what you see.
Bro, you just remind me of a story. I know a girl I see on Instagram, right? She talking about she was had to do paying her mortgage. I mean, paying her rent, right? But
that's really tricky.
I don't know. I think she stayed in an apartment, so he paying for her rent, but he ain't never been to her apartment before. I'm like, what type of shit is you on, bro?
I feel like that sometimes like guys set themselves up to fail because it's like that guy. If I was really like that type, I don't like to date guys for money, but him, I honestly could have if I wanted to. Because even just straight off the bat, he was like still trying to like send me all his money, and he'd be like, "Oh, let's go to dinner," and I wouldn't go. Like I would be like, "Oh, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that," and it's just like if you still want to pay for this stuff, then I would be the one that's technically wrong. But it's just like, no, nigga, you offering to pay for this shit.
I'm just saying, like, nothing wrong with that though. I'm just saying from a standpoint of like we was going back to, like, it's certain things I will do to a certain degree though. But it's some things like if I ain't never been in your crib, but you expect me to pay your rent, like I can't do that. Or
no,
like,
I agree with that. But my point is that I feel like sometimes guys set themselves up to be like you saying, like how a woman approaches you.
Okay, tricking off. Like,
if you coming off like that, but it's just like you even met me, you even did this, you even did that, but you automatically like want to pay for all this stuff. Then it's just like at a certain point, and you don't even know if I find you attractive yet. Yeah. And you doing all this, and it's just like. You set yourself up to be played.
I agree, but I think when that question is asked, we automatically assume we mean financially.
Is that what y'all talking about? Man taking care of a woman financially?
Whatever you want, however you want to.
Because I've dated doctors, I've dated lawyers. You feel me? With the bag, and I'm trying to pay the tab, and they're like, nah, baby, bruh, what? That's beautiful. So for y'all women that are out there waiting on a nigga to take care of you, I feel like y'all losers.
I don't think it's a matter of someone waiting to take care of them. Like for me, like I've dated multiple people too, and sometimes just to make them feel like the man, I'm like, okay, I'll pay, but I'm gonna give you my card, so it look like you paid, to make you feel like I don't mind paying. You can ask anybody, I don't mind paying. I don't want you to feel like the man, so I'm not saying you gotta pay all my bills. I'm not that girl. You don't have to buy me a new bag. I'm not that girl. I'm not her. But if you make me feel secure, then of course I'm gonna do it for you anyway. But I guess I'm trying to make you feel like you are leading in some type of way. And it doesn't have to be financially with me.
I think it's innate.
That's tricky with no purpose.
You're trying to find out how much you can get from me and how much you can get from me.
But it's like, that's low key, it's like the dating game now though, right? Like that's how people are dating now. It's like, what can we do for each other in a very short amount of time?
I mean, yeah, but your ass gonna hit the door for my ass.
But you,
I have a question. You're not finna
Yeah. I think when we hear take care, that's what everybody goes to the financial tier, which may just not necessarily look like that. I think it is kind of subjective in regards to what people think take caring is, but I agree. Like I think if you are exclusive with somebody, taking care of them, if you want to help, my thing is if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. Like I may not want to ask you, but if I say like, hey babe, I gotta go get my hair done or my nails done this day, and you want to provide that, cool, I like that.
Right.
But it's not necessarily saying I need you to do. I think I come from an older background, older parent, so I think like listening to the word take care is almost kind of triggering because my parents came from, my mom was like born in the 50s and her mom was born in like the 30s.
Yeah.
So like they be like, oh, you need a nigga to take care of you, need a nigga to pay your rent, need a nigga to, you know what I mean? Like that's the way that they look at it, but I don't necessarily look at it like that. And they also come from that era of like gender roles.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the woman cooks, cleans, take care of the kids don't necessarily work while the man come home and bring.
What does it look like for you in today's time though?
I feel like there's nothing wrong with the person, but it's like to a certain extent though. Like I need to see something from you, like something that you doing, something that you saying that's resonating with me in order for me to be doing this shit. Like, cause a lot of times if I fuck with you, you ain't really gotta ask. If I fuck with you, I'll do it.
I agree. That's what goes back to the like when guys say like I'm not paying all the bills, but it's like that goes back to the saying when people say, oh, if a man really likes you, he naturally wants to spend money on you.
Right.
Which I do agree with that.
I do
like
too.
if a man really likes you, he naturally wants to spend money on you. So then why men always be like, well, why I gotta pay for this? Why I gotta pay for that? Well, you must not really like me then.
What is how you leading it though? Like if I'm offering it to you, it's different versus you telling me I gotta do it in order for the relationship to work. That's two totally different things.
That is two totally different
So it's like I feel like a lot of girls, like I'm gonna say like the younger, like the 20s, like that's how they coming off. Like, hey, what are we doing? Like, are you paying for something? Are you taking me shopping? Are you doing this? Then I'ma fuck with you. Versus, let me ask you, see if I fuck with you as a person. Then if we fucking with each other, then okay, yeah, I might be cool with paying for our trip to go to Cancun or paying.
So then how long you gotta be fucking with somebody for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna take you on a trip?
I gotta be in a relationship with you. Period. Like I'm not taking girls on trips that I'm just hanging out with.
But so how long is it gonna take you to get in a relationship?
Shit, it might take 2 months. It might take, I don't know, I say 2 weeks, but it might take. Look, I'm just saying, it depends.
Yeah.
But I agree with you said. We do have to take care of each other.
We gotta take care of each other. Because my thing is like, if I'm not taking care of you financially and you taking care of me financially, I need to be taking care of you in other ways.
Yes.
I gotta compensate. Like
100%.
I'm not about to be a weak link in any relationship, whether it be a friendship, a boyfriend, girlfriend thing, or a job. Like I'm not gonna be the weak link. I'm gonna always pull my weight. So like, should your job be taking care of, your job should be taking care of the employees? No, fuck that. The employees are actually the reason why this job is staying afloat. You know what I'm saying? So it's a partnership, it's a team. Like there is no one person taking care of another person. Because if at that point, if I'm taking care of you, you're a child, you're a baby to me.
Yeah, just as a man though, like my dad raised me to be like, all right, if y'all are in a relationship, take her car, fill it up with gas, wash the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my dad.
My dad cooks too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So my mom like used to be like, come home and this nigga done got everything done. And
But did your mom work?
Yeah, she worked.
She worked too. So what did your mom do as well, like in the house, just so I can have like the full picture?
I mean, she did women responsibilities, but to my point, at some point, like my dad lost his job, and he was so much of a provider. Like what I'm saying is like, nah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's like, well, bro, you gotta look at your circumstance. Like, you can't be the what's the word? Not provider. What do we just say? You can't take care of me and you're not able to. You know what I'm saying?
You can only take care of someone to the capacity that you're able to take care of yourself.
Right. So certain things that need to get done, like I said, cooking or make sure the house is in order, kids then ate, did their homework, got in the bed, all that type of stuff like that, then I feel
so the roles kind of like switched at one point.
Right.
I mean, but at that point you're a unit. Like when you're married, when you're living with somebody, when you have a commitment with someone, when you have children with someone, you're a unit. So you're moving as a unit. So whatever needs to be done, like hopefully in the household, you're making sure like, hey, I'm not doing what I don't want to do and you're not doing what you want to do. So we're going to be able to make a compromise to like, hey, I don't like doing this. So like, you're okay with doing this, cool, you do that. You know? So I think that when you're moving as a unit, it's a different conversation that you're having. I think a lot of people speak from the perspective of being two individuals and trying to get what they can get from the other person and not necessarily build anything together. Like you're not trying to create anything. You're not trying to create a household, create a legacy, create a family.
What is your definition of take care?
I feel like take care is me not having to ask.
In what regard? That's broad as fuck.
It is. Not knowing, like I said, like if we have a casual conversation and I'm like, I don't know, like I'm going to get my nails done today. I got a nail appointment after work. I'm not gonna be home the usual time I'll be home.
I feel like that's fine. Oh, okay. So like, it might not be financial, but like your shit in the fridge, and I might be getting home late. Like maybe potentially, you could, you know. I feel, and that's
if it's that way, like whatever. I mean, and it's bad to say because I guess I'm kind of like reading between the blurred lines. It's just kind of like me not having to say like, oh damn, you know, okay, she had a hard month. Let me get it right.
It depends. Like, there's no timetable on it. Like, I feel like it's no time.
But you saying like, but after a month of knowing somebody, you could go on a trip with them without wanting to be in a relationship.
I can, but that means you paying for your shit, I'm paying for mine.
Why can't you pay for
both? We just go. What are we talking? Come on. Now, I ain't gonna cap. If I got it, it ain't tricking if you got it. Like, if I got it, if it ain't nothing for me to put it on this card for me to pay for us to go, cool. But if I'm just working in a regular 9 to 5, like, I need to see how like, what's the word I can say?
She ain't your girlfriend, but you know you gonna smash.
No,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we
how long y'all been vibing too? Like, if it's like second, third week type shit.
What? Second, third week? No. Second, third week.
Treat yourself as being in a situation for about 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Being at that point, it's a little different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, second, third week, I can understand you not want to pay. But if y'all been vibing heavy for 2 months and you don't want to pay for her flight,
Vibe? What's that?
No,
are we smashing? Like, what we doing?
Sleeping together.
Yeah,
like,
if we sexually act that,
y'all going on dates,
sure.
like y'all are like hanging out and heavy, constantly. Then it's just like at that point she's
if we doing all that,
she's looking at you different. She's looking at you different. She's looking at you like this could possibly be my man.
For sure, I'm with that. You gotta pay attention.
You do gotta pay attention. You gotta be vigilant, especially in Atlanta.
But you mentioned it being in 2023. Now, in today's age, that's the story. That's the thing. Like the man has to.
Yeah, but I mean,
pay out my bills, and you gotta buy me this,
trash,
and you gotta buy
because
me
it's
that.
not even chivalry at that point. Like you handicapped. No disrespect to anyone that's in a wheelchair, but you're handicapped. I am taking care of you. Like I am taking care of you. I don't need any more baggage. Like if it ain't gang, like if you ain't gang, you lame. Like you gotta go. Like you're a bird. Matter of fact, if I'm taking care of you, you're my child. You're my child. And guess what? You can have multiple children. You can have multiple children, right? So if I'm taking care of you, I guarantee I'm taking care of a lot of other people. You feel me? Like, and then you're not special anymore. It's because like, I feel like if I'm taking care of you, I am God. I am your God. Because guess what? The only person who's responsible for taking care of me is God.
I feel like, and that's what I was about to say. I asked that question, but I feel like my answer would have been like, it's more about the energy.
Yeah.
Like, recognizing,
if we know each other well enough.
Like recognizing what that person needs and providing it. And that might not always be financial, you know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, You might make more than the nigga. You might make more than the dude, and you run the household. But like I said, he know you had a tough month. You had reviews and shit this month. You know what I'm saying? On the 31st, when you come home tomorrow, he got a bubble bath ran with wine in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the energy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the take care is catering.
Catering,
You know, like without saying, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. It's almost like you're just paying attention to the vibe of the crib or whatever, and you're able to fill in wherever those gaps are.
But
so it don't necessarily even have to be you take care of me. You just taking care of what we got.
I feel you, but a nigga only gonna do that for somebody that he feel like he got something.
For sure,
with.
100%.
Right.
For the record, I don't like to scream I'm an independent woman, but I don't want the man to take care of me.
Bro, it's a partnership,
I don't want
bro. Y'all stop making yourself
that.
seem like peons, bro.
Oh, that's my favorite word.
You know what I'm saying?
So say this is your girlfriend, right?
Right.
But y'all don't live together. Do you still feel like that it is because you said it is your job to take care of her. Do you still feel like it's your job to pay her like rent or mortgage as well as your own?
No.
No, I agree too, because I'm just like, as a 9 to 5 is like,
nah,
damn.
my daughter is different. If I'm making millions, I can afford $1,500 on the rent every once in a while. Or probably, you know, it depends on how much I fuck with you, but I ain't consistent.
Well, millions you can afford.
Millions I can afford. But if 9 to 5, niggas ain't doing that, bro.
No, I
niggas
agree.
just not doing that. Like, and I feel like as a woman, you gotta like understand that it's gonna take us to be either you pregnant with my child, or
at that point,
we're in a relationship,
or
she can just move in at that point. But as far as me like taking care of you, like that's some shit happening. That only way I do that is if we don't have a child together, and after the fact we just decide me and you just ain't gonna be a thing. But because you have a child by me, I'll take care of your rent.
Oh, you would still take care of her rent even though y'all not together? Okay.
If I have a child with you, I don't already
so then are you paying child support on top of the rent?
Oh, see, you doing a lot.
I'm not saying you had to do that. I'm just asking.
But if I'm doing all that,
you shouldn't be on child support.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I feel like child support people who ain't doing that.
I'm just wondering to what extent you was about to go. That's all I was trying to figure out.
See, I think child support is for people for niggas who ain't doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm doing all of that, if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing in the right way, then what am I doing?
If I want to do something, I'm not asking really anybody to do it. Right. I don't know why I have that complex. I just do. Like, I'm not asking. If I got it, I'm gonna do it. Right. Whenever I get it, I'm doing it. So I just kind of like, but I will, if I be like, okay, like I know my nigga running around doing X, Y, and Z. Hey, here your haircut money. Go get your haircut.
Reciprocity.
Or, like just like whatever my energy is that I'm pushing out, maybe you could push the same thing out. Like, I don't have to say it, and you didn't even know I was sending it to you, but I sent it.
I fuck with
So, I mean, I think like that's like taking care.
Yeah.
What are essential duties of taking care of each other?
At first, for me, it's mentally. If you can't take care of me mentally,
see, now we having a conversation.
And my sensitivities or my thought, if you can't speak to me intellectually, we can't even get to the other parts.
Now
Physical, financial, we can't get to those parts. That's number one for me.
That because a man's supposed to be a provider, which I know he can provide other things like security and all that type of stuff too. But just financially, if I'm taking care of the household, I'm taking care of the kids, like I'm cooking every night, I'm still like working my job, making sure the house clean. Why do I need to pay the bill, half the bills too?
Oh, you shouldn't be.
I think that depends on the person. Right. Like what I consider taking care of me is probably gonna be vastly different than how my man feels taken care of. So personally, how I feel very taken care of is like someone who's able to kind of like gauge my moods without me having to necessarily verbalize it to you. Like just meaning we have a level of chemistry and understanding where it's like if I feel uncomfortable about something or I feel some type of way about something, you're the type of person that's gonna say, hey babe, let's have a conversation about this, or I can understand that this is making you feel uncomfortable. To me, that's taking care as well. Yeah. Or taking something off my hands where it's like, if I make dinner, you just go ahead and grab the plates and put them in the sink or put them in the dishwasher. Like very simple things that people don't think about, but that's taking care of each other. That's how I like to feel taken care of. Paying bills to me is like a bare minimum because we're all already paying bills.
Right.
We're already paying bills. I'm already paying bills. You're already paying bills. That's the bare minimum. You gotta pay bills to live. Mm-hmm. So,
Taking care of me. You want to take care of me, You need to pump me up because I'm going hard every day, and sometimes I feel like I'm losing. So what you need to make me do,
So be
what
a
you
hype
need,
man?
you need to be my hype man. You need to make me feel like a winner. That's how you take care of me. So that's what I'm saying. I need to be taken care of too. So can you imagine if I'm always pouring into your fucking cup, giving you money, giving you words of Words
of
affirmation. I'm rubbing your back and I'm dicking you down. What are you doing for me right now? What are you doing for me? But drinking all the juice. You in my refrigerator. You at the crib, we're burning up the electricity. You are baggage. You are more weight on me. So at what point do I feel like, damn, what do I need you for if I'm taking care of you all the time?
I rock with Lauryn Hill so hard for that line, bro. Cause I really feel like it's just about feeling the reciprocity. It ain't about so much the act. You know what I'm saying? It's about the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like everybody ain't gonna be able to meet everybody in the
Halfway,
same fashion.
in the middle,
and when
right.
it comes to a man, you know what I'm saying? If I'm supposed to be providing, I don't mind providing at a high clip. I don't mind taking care of everything, but like, let me know I'm appreciated. Do the simple shit. Like, if a dude gonna choose to provide for you and vice versa, even if you got a woman that's taking on that burden, you know what I'm saying? They know what the situation is, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't looking for you to just sit on that shit. And I feel like people in the world take advantage of other people, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
They ain't in it for the right reasons. But like, if you really fuck with somebody, like, put the pride to the side and like,
that's what I wish.
Do what you can.
Why should guys take care of? I mean, it's just I'm over here sounding like Steve Harvey, but it's our duty as a man. Like we supposed to make sure that. Why? I don't know. It's just how life works, though. Like I don't know.
I feel like
circumstantial. So like, say you have a 9 to 5 as well. Is it still his job?
I feel like, so me personally, I would want my husband to pay the bills. If I have my 9 to 5, I'm going to work, I'm still like training with my trainer, keeping my body right, taking care of the kids, cooking dinner 3 times a week. Then it's like, why can't you pay the bills? The only time I can think is like, okay, like you lost your job or something, so then I'm gonna step up as the woman of the household and pay the bills. Or you have like your passion you're trying to get with, and you like, okay, babe, like I really want to like try to focus on my passion. Do you mind if I like take a year or 2 off from like working? Do you think you can handle that? And it's like, okay, yeah, I got you. But we are gonna have like, okay, let's reevaluate this after a year to see like, are we making some progress? Like we got some momentum, or we need to you need to take your husband back to work.
But what I was gonna say was, I think the issue is, see, you different. See, most girls don't even want to have a job at all. They just want to be at the crib.
Well, I
and
was
the dude
raised by
take care of
independent woman.
everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how most girls in 2023 thinking. They don't want to work at all. They want to be able to sit at home, maybe take care of the kids, do this, and they don't want to contribute. No financial, nothing.
So I don't fuck with none of that. I feel like it's a partnership, and whatever way you can take care of me, you better take care of me. You better find a way. Damn, this nigga got it all. What can I do for this nigga? Oh damn, that nigga ashy. Let me put some lotion on this nigga. Like, you need to figure it out, bitch. If I'm taking care of you all the time, 90%, you garbage.
But you said you're not doing it.
I'm not.
But you're saying if you did.
If it feels like I am, I'm probably out of there. I'm out of there.
Right, so you're not even gonna get to that point.
Nah, I ain't getting to that point. It's a teammate. Like,
do you think, okay, so take yourself out of the equation. If a man is taking care of a woman financially, everything, and you're making her handicapped, or if that's your child, is it right for him to feel obligated?
But what is the conversation? Is it just financial?
Everything. Like, she just stay at the house. Maybe she'll cook.
That's it?
Yeah.
All should this bitch do is cook. I could hire somebody to do that. I'm balling, nigga. I got the bag.
So say that there's a man that's doing that. Is he right to feel like the woman's obligated to, I guess, put lotion on your elbows or whatever the hell you said?
She just need to find a job. That's what it sound like. Bitch, you at the house. You probably fucking niggas in my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just making sure like I'm emotionally intact, because as a man I deal with so much, and then have to make sure, to your point, that you're taken care of, to where you see like, all right, well, how are you actually feeling? You know what I'm saying? What about this made you, you know what I'm saying, be this way? Or do you want to talk about it? You know, just actually making sure I'm able to like be able to reciprocate your energy, because if I'm off, then I'm not finna give a fuck about shit you got going on.
That makes sense. And I think, you know, men have feelings too. I don't know why that's, like, I feel like when I was younger, I didn't feel like necessarily men had feelings. Like, I didn't realize that men carry the same emotions that I may carry, you know? So that's important to know, where it's like, he could be tired. He could feel like, damn, I have the world on my shoulders. Like, I don't feel taken care of. I think a lot of men probably feel the same way that you feel.
Yeah, they're not gonna say it though.
They're not gonna say it.
I'm speaking for you guys.
But like, if you really fuck with somebody, like, put the pride to the side and like,
that's what I wish.
Do what you can.
I
you
wish, but I wish that's where I think I get jaded at, because I wish men understood that. Like, pride gets so clouded in relationships and it fucks up so many potential, so much potential. So many niggas I'm sure can be like, damn, you know, I had maybe 2 or 3 really good girls that I really allowed my pride to get in the way of some shit because I just didn't want to just do what I could. Like, if a woman can see a man doing what he can for somebody, like if you're picking or pulling from your last and you're doing what you can do for that woman because you care about her, that just goes a long way. Like, I don't think, well, we live in a different time now, but I don't feel like the real women are that shallow to not realize, like, okay, he's doing what he can.
Personally, I don't want to sit at the house with kids all day. But that's just me personally. Like, I love kids, but I'd rather like go out and do something that I'm actually fulfilled by than sitting at home and just my only interactions with a kid all day. But that's just me personally.
So a man taking care of you, you're married though, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
So in this situation, you're married. A man taking care of you, is that the only way he can keep you? I mean, like, let's say he's doing all the other things, but like the moment he is like, I can't do all the finances by myself.
But he can't do all
You
the
don't really
finances
fuck
by
with him
himself.
though.
No.
You don't really fuck with him.
You're right. But it's like, you can't do all the finances because of what?
Because of what you said, I want to take 2 years off to do X, Y, and Z, or I might have got laid off, or COVID happened.
Yeah, and if I love you, like if I really, like you said, if I fuck with you for real, then it's like, obviously I'm gonna do that. But it's like I said before, like we need a timeline to say like, hey, like you say you want to take this time off. After a year, we need to reevaluate. And I may be like, nigga, you need to take your ass back to work.
Yeah, but that's some real shit though. Cause if she loves you, she telling you real shit. You might need to go back to work. You might not need to take off 2 years. You might take off a year.
Like, if you ain't got no motion after that, my boy.
Yeah. But I feel like it's all about the what's the word? I ain't gonna say motivation, but it's like, I think if she's seeing that whatever you put plans together, you're active, then she might be more prone to be, all right, I'll take a year off and do this. If she believes in your plan. If you don't have a plan, that's when shit go haywire. Like,
that's when shit get dicey. If you don't got no plan, you just doing shit, and it's just like, I don't even trust you at all.
But I think as a woman, you gotta pay attention to him in the dating stage to see like what type of guy is he. Does he have a plan when y'all dating? Not even just for y'all, but for his career, it's himself. Like, and if you starting to see like them small things, like, okay, I starting to see. What you said in October, it really happened in December. What you said was gonna happen. Like when you start seeing that,
like, are you a man of your word?
Are you a man of your word? Yeah. When you start seeing that, I feel like you might be more prone to be like.
I agree, but you can't blame her because every other dude on social media is talking about how
them niggas is suckers, bro. They're not even real people. Even Jay-Z's wife. Jay-Z's wife works. Jay-Z's wife works. Jay-Z's a billionaire, and his wife works. Don't nobody want baggage. Don't nobody want no weight. That shit is trash.
That's not the image that's being projected to the world in 2023.
So Jay-Z's wife don't work?
No, her. I'm talking about. We're not talking about celebrities. We're talking about regular, everyday people.
I mean,
street pharmacists.
You like what you like. Okay, so look. I got a bag. We got kids. My wife is probably taking care of the kids and making sure the house is straight. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you sitting on your ass doing nothing. Because those relationships do not last. They're gonna fail.
They're not real. I agree.
They're not real. This is fabricated. It's not real life. So the woman is going to do something to pour back into the man's cup. It has to happen, 100%. Otherwise, it will not work.
So what about, let's just go back some decades when like our ancestors, like the man would work and then the woman would stay home and tend to the kids.
But that's a job. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That is a job.
Can we place that into 2023 and that be okay?
Yeah, that could be okay. But
you're just talking about like a slob at the house.
Yeah. I'm just talking about, the question was, is the man supposed to take care of the woman? I just thought that was stupid.
Maybe it was worded wrong.
Yeah, it was definitely worded horribly.
definitely think
question though. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Not a
totally
whole nother
separate
question.
from this episode. But like, I get what you're saying. But with the way the world is,
It sucks.
Are the real
We're
women?
living
Are
in
the
that
real
too.
women comfortable being real women? Because I kind of feel like sometimes it's to
They
the
get
point
too
where
conform to what's going on now.
not even too conform to what's going on. They feel like they get too conform to what's going
They
on.
think
So
they
like,
gotta meet the city girls.
Not
the,
so
the-
God forbid, other chicks find out. Oh, you putting on for him like that? Oh nah, shawty, it's real ass bitch. Give a fuck about it.
See, I think it's funny to say now, like, you know, granted, you know, we see the city, we seen the city girls start. We see where they started, and now we look at them now. They both one was and one is in now still. We see them now in relationships, but they still go out and they do whatever they do.
It's about what sell. The issue is with social media. Not just social media, the media period. They can push the narrative they want you to see.
Social media.
And that single shit sell. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Them folks ain't happy though.
Absolutely.
Them folks ain't happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like Usher, with you don't have to call. Like we seen you don't have to call video. You ain't got to call. But then the next video was you got it bad, and he lost his bitch from telling her not to call. So I mean, we see it.
The real shit.
It's
listen, you know, since you want to call my man Usher, we all knew what time it was when she made all the single ladies.
Shut up.
We all knew what time it was. What she make that song for?
She was just calling everybody. She was
you ain't single, folk. Like nah, folk. You ain't single. We knew what she was doing.
Was single at that
time. No, I definitely know she wasn't. Yeah. That was my go-to.
All the single ladies?
Cause all the other niggas would go to the side of the wall like, oh, you ain't gonna dance with us to this? Yeah, you sleep, but the next song is the one I'm prepping for on this one. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had that foresight. Damn, I sounded country.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, came out of it in.
What are some deal breakers?
With what, like not being taken care of?
Check this out. Here's one deal breaker I feel. Like, bruh, don't hold over my head or bring up no shit you done did for me.
I agree.
Ooh, don't do that. Yeah. Cause if you ain't do it out of, you know what I'm saying?
Courtesy of your heart.
Out of the courtesy of your heart, like, ooh, I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
Don't never leverage that shit.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I've been in a situation where I told like a girl about my childhood, like some shit that happened to me, like that was trauma. And she would try to bring it up later. I'm like,
yeah, that's not somebody you want to be around.
We having an argument about taking out the trash, and you talking, oh, your childhood. What the fuck?
Bitch, you're not my therapist.
You are not a safe space, bitch. So I just say that to say, like, yeah, man, like, pour into each other's cup, man. It ain't no one person's cup.
Just not making me feel like I'm leading. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all men want to, whether you're in control or not, like at least make me feel like the man. You know what I'm saying? And the way you handle things, the way you talk to me, like shit like that, if you feel like you could just run off at the mouth or you could just, hey nigga, do this because you're supposed to or you got to, like that's definitely a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, we both agree that a man should, but at what point? Marriage. So marriage is when
Well, when you say taking care of stuff, I feel like if you my man and like we've been like, you know, we've been dealing with each other for a couple months. It's like if I'm getting if like, you know, like I'm about to go get my nails done, why you not like sending me money for my nails?
Every time?
I'm not saying every time, but why you can't do this? Like,
nah, see, that right there,
I'm not saying every time, but I'm just saying like sometimes, like let me know that, like, cause I would send you money for your haircut.
But you want him to pick up on it. You want to be like, what you doing now? I'm gonna get my nails done, and then
I want him to offer. Like, I just want you to offer. Like, I'm not saying like every time, but it's like if I would be like, oh babe, you eat today? Did you eat lunch yet today? And you say no, and I send you money for lunch, or you be like, I'm about to go get a haircut, and I send you money for a haircut. Okay. It's like, why can't you send me money to get my nails and haircut?
Yeah, but that's cool if it was reciprocated. But I'm saying I ain't gonna lie, I agree with that. Sometimes it's like. I'm hearing through conversation. You might be on the phone with your homegirl. You might be like, yeah, I'm finna go to the nail salon to this. I'm finna do this, Y, and Z. I might surprise you and cash at me $40, whatever.
Well, the nails cost $40.
Well, I'm just saying, like, see, I'm sending you something though. You know what I'm saying? We can halfway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
what you say? The motherfucker, that's like
200.
Help me be better.
Yeah, I think it's a growth process.
Yeah.
It's a learning process. Like, you're not gonna get with somebody and then the learning just stops. I feel like when you get with someone, that's when the learning begins. Like, this is when you start to say like, oh, this is the real work.
Right.
Being in a relationship is the real, like.
Yeah. Which, like you said, is a partnership. Is something that you should both.
Yeah.
Constantly be working on to.
People take shit too seriously and too to heart too. It's like, come on, like let's. Like, it's not that serious all the time.
That's subjective. Everyone's needs are different. Like,
Well, what are yours? I guess.
My needs are, I just need to be motivated. Like, I need you to keep me boosted, keep me going. Like, I need you to be my fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be times where I feel like I'm not doing I'm not doing enough. There's gonna be times where I'm not doing enough, and you need to be like, yo, man, give yourself grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, provide those words of affirmations. Let me know that you got my back. Maybe
That's your
love.
thing. That's your
Hell
love language.
yeah, that's my love language. I didn't even know that was my
That's
love
mine
language
too.
until maybe like a year ago. I used to think the only love language was like sex. You know, most people are ignorant to that, but like, nah, my love language is words of affirmation, not even gifts. And I like things.
I think, I don't know. I be wondering, like, do people like be having like, I think a deal breaker for me is I'm pouring too much. Like I didn't pour my whole cup into your shit, and my bitch is, I poured it willingly though. No problem, kindness in my heart. I want to do it. I want to see you succeed.
Lauren Hill hit us with a
But
bar
then I hit my cup and it's empty. It's empty noises, and you don't even see that it wasn't like a pour type of situation.
And see, it be like this though.
I gotta go get my nails and my pedicure done. It depends, like, because a lot of times I get SNS, so I may go 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks, so like once a month.
Every 3 weeks, I gotta send you $195.
I'm not saying you have to. No. I'm not saying you have to do that because I can't afford it myself. But I'm just saying, like, if you could do other nice gestures, like if you don't always want to send me my nails done, then I expect you to do other nice gestures.
I'll just give you some gas money to go to the nail salon.
Well, honestly, I just want you to put gas in my car. Like, you can take my car and put. Like, I feel like it's more than, like, we talk about paying these bills all the time, but like my husband, I want you to take my car every week to put gas in it, and like wash it.
That's little shit. That's little shit the guy should do though. Yeah.
I like jewelry. I like clothes, whatever.
Like I said, you gotta get to me mentally first.
But everybody different. I know guys that are like, yo, I want my girl to, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like that. Like, back up.
Please
you know
back up. Please back up. I agree. So when the question was asked to me, I didn't think financially. So for me, like you said, words of affirmation, I have to feel safe. I have to feel comfortable. If I'm sensitive to a subject, don't make me feel bad for being sensitive. Let's maybe talk about it. Let's communicate. Let's talk. The money is never a thing for me. I don't ever want your money. That's not a thing. It is for a lot of women, but when I say take care of me, I mean mentally. Yeah, we're going to get to the physical. You might buy me some things. You're going to pay for some things. We're going to switch the roles with the money, but ultimately taking care of me is making my mental feel like I'm okay. Like my mental space is safe to share with you. Yeah. That's taking care of me.
Oh yeah.
So when you say words of affirmation, that's my thing. You don't gotta buy me nothing.
And people, when your partner confides in you and opens up to you, do not turn that shit around and use it against them. That's some corny ass shit, yo. That's some weak ass.
And don't make them feel bad, like, for feeling that way.
Yeah.
Deal breaker for me is just it's like somebody just not being open-minded and open-hearted. Like, that's a big deal breaker. I think a lot of things can be worked out just with having an open mind and an open heart, because nobody is perfect, and you're not gonna know everything that I need if I don't tell you, if we don't communicate. So it's like, a deal breaker for me would be if I go to my partner and I'm like, hey, you know, I really, like, when you do this, it makes me feel like this, or I've been feeling like this lately, and it's kind of just brushed off, and I don't feel like my feelings or my communication is being cherished by you or valued by you. Because I do understand that, you know, you're not gonna take things, like, you may do something and it may have a completely different meaning than the way I'm taking it. But what makes me feel cherished is when you recognize the fact that, okay, well, I did this and I may have felt this way about it, but she feels this way, and I want her to feel like we're on the same page. You know, if you're not open to do that, like if you just feel like it's your way or the highway, and it's like you're not open for any level of conversation and fluidity and adaptability, like you can't be adaptable, then that's a deal breaker to me. You've gotta be able to, you know, say like, hey, I was wrong. Like, I was wrong, okay, like I was wrong, you know, or I'm sorry. I'm sorry goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry that this made you feel like this. I did not mean it.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what your answer's gonna be, I think. But do you think ultimately it's the man's responsibility to like reel the relationship back, like to not control it, but to direct it? So if you're having an argument, is it your job ultimately to, I know it's both parties, but do you think ultimately the last person with the last say should be the man? Like, okay, we're going left field. Let's reel this back and bring it back. Do you think that that's your job ultimately?
So, I can't answer that only because, again, the question is subjective. I feel like there are dominant women, right? And they're dominant males. So you could be a dominant woman with a male who's not dominant. You feel what I'm saying? How can I expect you to lead it if you're not a dominant man? You know what I'm saying? I feel like my personality, I'm a dominant male. You know what I'm saying? So in my relationship, I'm gonna always try to lead.
So
Not try, I'm
people.
going to lead. Yeah. So it depends on the individual. Like, cause you could be submissive. Like you could be a submissive woman. There are women that are super submissive and there's women that are dominant. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
There are women who are dominant who are okay with being submissive.
See what I'm saying?
But they have to meet that man that they feel like is
Y'all gotta meet in the middle.
of being, I guess, the man.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation like that to where like me as a man, I'm very blunt. I'm very like kind of dry. I get that from my dad to where it's like, okay, what's the problem? Okay, here's the solution. Like, I don't need to, whatever. So I'll be having to check myself and really just be like.
Women don't communicate the same way that men communicate, and we feel things way differently, and we trust differently. The way that men trust is very like it's the consistency about it. It's like if you're like this 90% of the time, then a man is gonna trust you to continue to be like that. But for women, it's like, it takes an instant for us to not, it's like a momentary thing. It's like, you could be doing something, and that's just how we are. It's a biological thing. Like, the way we trust is very instantaneously. Like, you could be doing something right, and then like you do it like this, and we're like, oh my God, like the trust that I've had for you just kind of like, it doesn't mean that it can't be rebuilt in the next instant, but it's just, that's just how we are. You know? You just gotta be understanding that we're very, very different.
It's a constant battle. It's just like.
But it doesn't have to be a battle. It can just be like a beautiful dance when it's like, we're different, but because we love each other and because we want to understand each other and we have compassion, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
By saying like, I see you. Like, I see that I don't get where you're coming from and I see how that hurts you, but at the end of the day, like, I want to be better.
Yeah, like, you gotta let me play my role or play my part. Like, I'm gonna always
Right, but what
do
if your
my
part
thing.
is being, like, what if your part isn't dominant?
If my part isn't dominant, I gotta find another, like a part in the relationship where I can be dominant.
Right.
So
I don't know how to ask it, but that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So I think you can answer my question.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I think it just depends on the situation, really.
Damn, that's crazy. You just said it. I just learned a lot from that one sentence.
Because I know women that hang with other women. Obviously, y'all women, y'all have friends, right? But there's a certain woman in the group that's the dominant woman in the group.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you come off that way to me. Like, I know I seen you with your girls and shit. Like, you seem like you run the pack. Like, your girls just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
You're so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that. Like, that's your lane. Like, you're a boss woman. I don't want to say boss, but and I feel like, nigga, I'm a dominant nigga, and my niggas is dominant. Like, well, not all of them, but yeah, my bros, we dominant males. So that's how we roll. So like, I feel like if I'm in a relationship, I'm probably dominant, and if the woman doesn't let me be who I am, then it's probably not gonna work.
See, it be like this though, like, not even just saying men or women, like, somebody will look at how you're pouring into them and they'll consider that they have to reciprocate that in that fashion for it to be reciprocity. Now, that might not be what they need for you, from you, but this is what they see that they got it for you. Like, they trying to see, is he tapped into me? Like, cause like, speaking from a male perspective, like, a chick might know if she fooling with you if you ain't got it like that. And she might be tricking off, and she might be seriously into you. And she get that you might can't do that, but like, if you sitting there as a male feeling sorry for yourself, thinking that's the type of energy she wants you to reciprocate, nah, she just want to feel that you fuck with her, that you're considerate, that, you know what I'm saying? But cats will look at it like, oh, she just, you know what I'm saying? She just got me goddamn Louis V wallet, but I work at Foot Locker, I can't got. She know that, bro. She know that. Just do something, my nigga.
That's it.
Just do something. You know what I'm saying?
Just to know that there's something.
She know you make the 2 for $20 at Chili's. Just take it up.
That's not the 2 for $20. I ain't mad at that. You want to do a little chili? We do a little chili. You know what I mean? We down on bad time. We can do that.
Let's pull these receipts.
We can do
First
that.
time I bought up Chili's when I was talking to
No,
you.
I did. What I said was,
check this out, man.
we not even gonna do that. Because
Okay,
what I
you
said
right,
was,
'cause that ain't
I
the
didn't say
topic.
nothing about.
We'll
2 for
talk
$20
about
at Chili's.
Chili's.
We will.
Yeah, all right.
We will.
I think another thing is, and this for somebody that's dating somebody with kids. Like, I think I got this from Wallow though.
Oh, I seen that. The Target shit.
Yeah, take her to Target, let her go crazy. But see, you can't go too crazy because when you get over $500,
Target run you quick. Cause sometimes I be have to check out like, oh hell no.
when you let her go crazy, but like, at least fill up her. I'm saying like shit, like at least fill up her refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like she gonna love that. She gonna appreciate that, especially if she got children. Because every time she cook, that's you gonna be the first person she think about.
But like I'm saying, like if you say you don't want to spend $195 a month for like the nails, then you know like she need gas in her car.
Yeah.
She not even gonna be thinking about like you paying to get her nails done if you like do like gestures like getting.
Yeah, she ain't gonna. The nails ain't gonna be pressed.
Exactly.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be pressed to get the nails. Okay, I got you.
Like she not gonna think like, damn, this nigga didn't even ask me like if you want to send me some money to get my nails done. She not gonna be thinking like that.
Do you think women take, like when a man does something in the relationship that they feel like is like hurtful, do you think women take it too seriously to the point where it's just like, it's like irreparable? Or do you think the women that you've dated are a little bit more understanding?
I guess it depends on the woman, but for like, I feel like the majority, it is like a situation where it's like, oh, you did this and it's gonna take me a while to get over the fact that, and it's like, well, to your point, like I didn't mean it like that. I just said it the way I said it.
Yeah.
And I would hope that you would move on, but you still sitting there stuck, looking at me like.
Does that make you feel like, damn, like all the work I put in up to this point just doesn't mean anything?
I won't say it don't mean nothing, but it's like, do you really appreciate the work that I put in? Like, are you really taking into consideration, like, all right, well, he has done X, Y, and Z. Like, okay, he might have fucked up with this one thing, but to your point, like, I can actually communicate with him and let him know, like, you need to actually be more intuitive with, you know what I'm saying, how I feel with this certain situation, or make some type of effort or change to like give some type of leeway to what I'm saying or what I want you to do. I feel like as men, we're really like stern in how we try to go about things. And it's like, I won't say it's difficult, but it's just, I don't want to say task either. It's just, it's not what we're accustomed to. We're accustomed to like, kind of like what you're saying, like, hey, well, this is how I am, so you're going to take it or you're going to leave it.
Yeah, and this is just what it is. Like, it's like very black and white.
But, you know, I feel like as a man, you're supposed to grow. So in growing, like, you have to, like, fellas, you got to, like, take what she's saying into consideration. And, like, sometimes you got to check your feelings and...
Damn, yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's all you can do, bro. Just do it. The issue is, like, men get stuck in their pride.
Absolutely.
They get stuck in their pride.
That shit swallows y'all whole.
Yeah, it
don't even chew you. It just swallows y'all whole.
Yeah, real talk.
And it sucks. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna give a little story time just real quick.
Let's do it.
I asked that because like this whole topic came from the premise that a man isn't supposed to take care of you. He's supposed to love you enough to want to.
I agree.
Correct.
That's what we said. Remember?
Yeah.
We said, yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna want to do things for you. It's when I have question marks. So if I fuck with you, that's when I'm be like.
I had a guy that I was dealing with years ago. Like I was probably like 26, 24, 25, somewhere in there.
So like last year?
No, nigga.
All right.
But I'm just like, I really do onto people what I would want done to me. I a lot of times don't look for anything really in return. But if I feel like you need the help, I got you. So little baby ain't had nowhere to go to work. So, you know, we was fucking with each other happy. So, you know, he had a late night job. He used to work at one of these little big pizza spots here in Atlanta. And I would take, if I was with him, I'd be like, I'll take you to work. Like, no problem or whatever. And it would maybe like a midday shift. And then like later on that night, like, you want to come back by my crib? Yeah, I'll pick you up and we go back to your spot. So it was never no problem for me because it was convenience. I was
No problem.
Potentially getting, you know.
Hey, no problem.
No problem. It was just what it is. Like, okay, cool. Like, it was no issue. But there were times where it was none of that going on, and I was just picking him up and taking him to work with no issue because he lived like 10 minutes around the corner. The job was really like 5 minutes up the street from his house. But the Ubering would have been so much for him.
Because it's Atlanta. I get that shit. Yeah.
And it was literally in the heart of Atlanta. So I was like, it's no problem, right?
I don't necessarily think it's something that you have to do. I think I just have to fuck with you, period. Like I have to really like fuck with you. Understand like you as a person, know that you have my back. If I understand that you have my back, little things you've done to make me know that you have my back, then yeah, anything's possible. Like if I got it, I'm willing to pay it. Now it's whether or not do I have it or not, whether I'm gonna pay it or not. That's what it comes down to. Like I feel like most guys, if they got it, they'll do it. I feel like it. Y'all don't think so?
No.
If y'all got it, y'all ain't gonna. I feel like
if you like it,
certain shit you gotta do though to get.
The majority of times it be the niggas that don't got it that be tripping on the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause for me it is. If I fuck with you, if I got, I ain't gonna say I'm a millionaire, but if I'm making 6 figures. Yeah. But of course, I'm not saying they gotta be like transactional like sex, but I mean, like you said, it's little things.
It didn't work, whatever. But all these years later, like we're still cordial, we're still cool. And he'd be like, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. He said, I really ain't have shit. Like I didn't have nothing. Like I wasn't even like giving you anything but that. But you still just did it out of the kindness of your heart. And any other woman would have been like, nigga, I did X, Y, and Z for you, and you never did this for me. He's like, you never threw that in my face. And he was like, that's respect. Like, you was real for that. And he was like, because if I didn't have nowhere to work, I was really penny pinching to try to make sure that I could get my Ubers to and back from work. And I was like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But like you said, like, doing something for somebody.
What was your reciprocity? You was getting.
You know, maybe every now and then we got a little, you know, dick was involved, but it wasn't like. Not every time though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but I mean, it is what it. I'm not mad at that. Like, it's
I'm not mad at it either. But like, how serious were you willing to take that relationship?
We were. So I was. I don't know. Like it was young. I was young.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I liked him. I don't know if it really would have went very far, but I did see him. I did really see the potential in him. He was also in school still at the time.
No, I feel you on that. I'm just saying,
it was just kind of like, you know, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to help how I could. I had a car. He had a car, but his car was broke. Shit broke down. So I mean, like, I was just like, if I can help, I mean, shit, I'm over here, I'm cooking. You know what I mean? You got a roommate. I'm cooking for you in the room. But I mean, what else I probably do?
Come on now. You doing too much.
I wasn't doing a lot.
You doing a lot. It cool.
But I mean, it is.
You said you were young though. You were dignitized. He was older than you.
No.
Damn.
We was like the same age.
It'll be the best situation. Shit.
And also too, like, what even made you fall in love with her in the first place? Cause like, I'm pretty sure once you fall in love with a woman, you like gonna try to get her.
No, right, yeah, it's personality. It's how we interact. Like you making small gestures. I mean, you know, it could be anything from folded clothes, making sure the house straight, cleaning up, suggesting things as far as my business, giving me ideas, giving me things that's gonna benefit me in the long run. Things that I can take.
She's showing that she wants to like be a partner.
A part of you, yeah, and not making it seem like you gotta do something in order for this to work. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. Like if you
just don't want to feel used.
I don't want to feel used. Like if I don't feel used, I'm more inclined to do more other shit.
She has to be an asset.
Yes, she has to be an asset. She has to be an asset, not a liability.
I think everybody plays their part. Okay. Everybody plays their part, for sure. That's like saying, does the man deserve, or does the woman deserve a nut? Does the woman deserve a nut? You deserve to nut too, sweetheart. If you didn't get your nut off, then guess what? You ain't taking care of business. I'm just saying, the man takes care of the woman. So does the man deserve the nut? Does the man deserve the nut?
Okay.
What?
Oh, my bad.
But I mean, I wasn't really digmatized because it wasn't like but when I first started doing it, we wasn't fucking.
But then,
like, dick started to become a transaction.
A transaction.
Like cash.
So like, the agreements to go to and from work, was they before or after the dick?
Before.
Oh Well, yeah, nah, you was solid for that.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah,
him.
you was solid for that.
I thought he was a cool guy, but it also just got sticky. Like it ran into, you know, X coming into the picture again, all that other extra ass shit. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. Like he learned his lesson. You know, he got a good lesson from that. So it is what it is. Like
that's what it comes down to, understanding who you dealing with, and you can tell through their conversations how they interact with people around you, everything. Like if they always asking for something. Like, you know, it's like, you just know, like, you can just tell.
Say you and a girl, like, you know, like, she comes back to your house, you know, she will not come back to your house. Say, like, y'all, like, linking up or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And it's the first time she comes over and she brings a bottle of wine. Is that a green flag? That's a green flag, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, let's say, if I'm cooking.
Yeah.
If I'm cooking for us and you can bring wine over or movie, bring popcorn. It's like it's like you enjoying it. Like it's not like
this little tidbit. You didn't got to spend a lot of money on wine. You can go to the Publix and spend $10.
$10,
just bring some wine over, or bring like a little something. Or y'all go to the movies, just buy a little popcorn or something.
Roll up for me. It's a lot of little things you can do.
And weed don't cost that much money.
Just a little, bring me a little 3-5, we be alright. I'm cool. Bring me a little 3-5 for a couple days. I'm good.
I mean, it's charging, but it ain't charging. Like it ain't breaking nobody's pockets now.
No. It's all about the intent behind it. Like that's what it's about. It's about the intent.
Okay.
I feel like.
How do you feel? Do you feel like you as a man should that's your job to provide for your lady?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Though. I'm a provider. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
take care. No, take care. Is it a man's
job?
Yeah,
like not only just provide, but like provide and take care. But I've spoke on this on that show. You know what I'm saying? Not saying because I am, you know what I'm saying, married out here in the world. Not saying that's what we can accomplish all the time. But like I don't know if all men think like this, but me as a man, I think like this. If I can take care of you, if I can provide for you. Mm-hmm. That only benefits me because if you don't have a care in the world, then what I want is more obtainable because you don't have to stress the little shit. Mm-hmm. So like niggas be wanting to fuck all the time, but like, are the lights being cut out every other month? Mm-hmm. We see that on BMF. Having to do this, you know what I'm saying?
We see that on BMF.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like that's conversations me and my wife have had. You know what I'm saying? Is she secure in her situation with you? You can't get what you want. So as a man. That's just how I look at things. That might not be how all other men look at things.
I think all men should because it's almost like I said, with the example of BMF, the mama and the daddy, like they was penny pinching for change, and
Charles wasn't getting that pussy.
Charles still wanted to,
but
you still want coochie. But my lights off, and I got all these holes in my wall. But you going next door and fixing her holes in her wall, but not fixing these holes in this wall.
Charles is fucking up. You're right. Yeah, he got to take care of
I have an issue. I'm not attracted to you because we down bad right now. We both of us are struggling to take care of this house. We shouldn't be focusing on no sex.
This ain't BMF though.
No, that's right. But that could be somebody else. That could be somebody else's story though.
Relationships, partners. That's why there's a partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? You listen to that shit. You're a partner.
I learned a lot.
It's a partnership.
That's crazy.
Relationships are about partnerships. You know what I'm saying? If it's not a partnership, then I could fuck on myself. I got baby oil. I got coconut oil at the crib. I jack off.
I heard it was shampoo.
And I boss myself. Like, hey, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Take care of you. I just took it there. Take care of you. Like, you got to take care of each other, people. You take care of each other.
But I do feel like if a man, if a man is just leading, like you just taking care of what the fuck just need, like wherever the loops are, wherever the holes are, they're being filled. And that just makes shit even better.
This shit so deep though, cause with I don't even want to get into that. Speaking about our community, as a woman, I feel for y'all because you don't know how a man might have been raised. Like that might not even be his nature. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what also comes with that. But that's too. You don't know like how a woman's been raised. So then you may
ain't no woman finna scold at being taken care of.
No, but I'm saying you also may be dealing with a woman who has potential daddy issues, that's looking for a man to fill the void that they dad didn't fill for them. So she ain't looking at you as an equal. Or like a provider for her. She's looking for you to do everything for her.
Yeah.
Everything for her.
I was dealing with this guy. He lived in another state, and he was saying that he had to drive. Like his family went to like the state he lived in with him, And then he drove back to like DC with his family. So I was like, oh, you're gonna be driving from DC to Chicago by yourself. I was like, well, I'll fly down. I'll fly down and I'll ride with you or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't ask him to pay for the flight at all. I just paid for it myself, just simply because you don't gotta fly by yourself if like, you know, I'm not doing nothing anyway.
Listen, you might be on a business trip. Hey, I come with you on a business trip and just hang out the hotel while you go, you know, out. But I'm there. I'm attending. I don't want you to be there by yourself. You might not want to drive by yourself, like you said.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You know, little shit like that. That shit speak a long way.
So basically, it seems like guys don't mind taking care of a woman as long as they feel like it's reciprocated. And it doesn't even have to be reciprocated to the full extent that they're
100%.
doing. But
In conclusion,
In conclusion, just as a man, be more open to how she feels, be more receptive to changing how you go about handling your woman. And like she said, just be open-minded and know that it's a work in progress. Shit is not gonna be perfect overnight. You're not gonna build the perfect woman or have the perfect woman right off. And if you're not willing to do that, then keep it pushing. You know, be out here playing the field, because once you say that you're committed to something, like, women take that shit to heart and they not gonna play with your ass.
Yeah. Period. And I would say that learning to take care of a person is almost like learning to take care of yourself. So it's a growth process, and not everybody is the same. People require different things. And certain things are also just the bare minimum, like paying bills and, you know, whoever like is making more in that situation, everybody is very different. I do recommend that men take care of your woman because that creates a very healthy dynamic, but you know, it's based upon who you are and what you have going on. But at the end of the day, everybody is different. So cater to your partner.
Get that.
You know what I mean? So it goes both ways, which I feel like people should have those uncomfortable conversations too. Like, okay, let's chat about the childhood, because what happened? Let's talk about it. What happened? What did your childhood look like?
Well, you know, I know we talking about, but that's really the issue with the world now.
Absolutely.
People can't talk to each other about shit that matters.
Yeah.
For me, in conclusion, I did learn from you today. In my mind, I'm like, the man, like, you should be able to reel back these conversations. You should be able to control the outcome of this. You should be able to skip it, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair. And like, common sense tells me that we should take care of one another. But it just sounds different being said to me.
It sounds different.
I mean, everybody has their own story, their own path, their own whatever, but just people are hesitant to share. At this age, they may be more hesitant to share the real that they would have shared maybe at 22 that they want to share at 30, 35 or whatever, because they may have been shamed for it. You know what I mean?
I don't get that though, because I was definitely gonna lie to your ass at 22, but now I understand that shit is stressful.
That's true. I mean, I think I'm way more. I'm not way more honest. I'm more vocal. I used to keep a lot of shit confined, but now, like, I don't listen. This who it is. You either want it or you don't. Get with it or get gone. Like, I mean, it's just kind of like we all got our. You gonna find it out anyway.
I feel like a man should have a plan. You're supposed to lead the household. Like, if I'm looking for you to lead, you do need to have a plan.
You need to have a plan.
But now my plan takes longer than expected. What you doing? Yeah.
I mean, are we discussing about why the plan is taking longer than
Communication too, though.
Communication is key.
That's big, because if I'm not communicating with her what my plans are, or that I'm having issues, I'm talking about I'm talking about day-to-day shit. Like, hey, babe, this ain't go right, you know, and she should just make this left then, do this, or pivot, do this. Like, it's little things.
But do you think? I think it's easier for a guy to do that if the woman is doing her part as well, like, as far as, because if you feel, because I feel like the niggas that been sleep with, they feel like they got to do everything. They're the ones that ain't finna tell when they down bad.
Oh no, they not telling their woman when they down bad. But it's their ego.
It's an ego. It is an ego. But I need to feel.
If she bringing something in, it's different. You feel like, man.
But some guys still.
But it's another thing. You also got to know your girl though, her personality, like, because you're only not telling her because you're scared of what she might say.
Exactly.
But I also feel like you're scared of what she might say because she's not the type to accept that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You gotta understand who you know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, dog.
No, you might come home. You tell her, damn, the plan take a little bit longer. Yeah, fuck that. I'm out.
What type of women are you dealing with? That you searching? Because he sounded real passionate about that. What type of women are you dealing with?
But But no. But you also, I don't say you gotta know what you're dealing with. In the dating stages, it's something that she gonna say that's gonna let you know that she'll be out. And then, if you know what I'm saying, if you're going through little struggles even during the dating stages, she might, you could tell whether or not she'll stay with you when you get in the marriage stage. You know what I'm saying? It's little shit like that.
People show you who they are, and then I think the problem with a lot of times with dating is that people show you who they are, and we don't listen. We don't believe them, and we don't listen. We look at them red flags like they 6 flags, and it's like, motherfucker, this is a red flag. Get your ass up out of here.
Well, women think he got so much potential.
Yeah. Potential. We fall in love with potential. We gotta stop. Well, I done stopped falling in love with potential, but for ladies that ain't, get your ass out that potential. Take them for who they are.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Get back to being providers, man. Like,
Period.
You know, just provide. I won't say
Provide.
taking care is such a
create the foundation.
You know,
of safety.
That's it.
You know, yeah.
And as long as you're doing that, like she said, who gives a fuck? Who making what?
Yeah.
You won't get treated or talked to no type of way, because I know how y'all feel. They be coming out their neck sometime, but if you just provide, if you let her know, like, hey, look, I'm him. Like,
I've got the foundation.
You know, let's build off that.
Yes,
But
I agree.
A lot of y'all niggas play the video game and don't be doing shit.
Get off video games. You can still play them, but just, you know,
Do
moderation.
something.
Everything in moderation,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. Cheers to that.
In conclusion, I don't think that it's necessarily a job for a man. I feel like a man should pride himself in taking care of his household and taking care of his lady and his children if he got kids. Just taking care of what everything is, and you're being respected in your home. And vice versa. Like, you should want to respect your man. You shouldn't want to have, because like we said, we have social media. It's so much comparison going on in the world. To leave a woman to have the feel of, oh my God, my man don't even do that.
But and that's
Like,
real, cause like, bruh,
and it be simple shit.
This one thing I noticed: if you gonna fool with and take a woman serious and let it be known, and don't fool around and be a man that got like a wife and kids, like you just said, bro, that is a direct reflection of you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, tread carefully. Cause like how they see them is gonna be how they equate what they think of you as a man. So like, do your job, bro. Do your job, bro.
I agree.
I mean, it ain't about the world and how you feel like it's unfair. That's just what it is. You can take it for what it is, but I mean, that's just how you gonna be judged. By if you a man and you got a woman or you got a family, wife and kids, they gonna judge you by how they see them.
Yep.
And then whatever you bring is second.
Yep. A fact.
This is what I would say. This is why that question bothered me so much. I'm gonna just tell you this. I don't want to be around anybody that I cannot learn from. If I can't absorb nothing from you, like you can't uplift my spirit, you can't teach me nothing, I don't want to be around you, bro. I don't want to sit at the table with you. Straight up on God, like I don't want to be around you. My 3-year-old son teaches me things. That's what I'm talking about. If I can't learn from you, I don't want to be around you, period. Everybody that I'm around, I learn from. I learn from you, I learn from Nigel, I learn from BC.
Be around people that can learn from or
period.
correct me.
So when people talk about that whole taking care of someone, that shit's dead to me because we take care of each other. That's it.
That's it.
Sorry, that's it.
That's kind of unfair, Jeter.
It is, but that's the world.
Because
That's
if
just
a
the
woman is
world.
already taking care of herself, well, how you giving credit to the man?
Kim, you the whole package, but if I'm dating you, they gonna judge me off of how they see you. And you could be paying for all of that shit, but I'm getting judged off of how you out here.
That's cheating.
It's only cheating if you date a nigga that ain't to your stature.
We would like to thank you guys for watching this episode of Unspoken. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see y'all next time.
And her eyebrows popping on y'all niggas. They popping. I peep them.
Fuck you, man.
out to my boy Jeter. This is what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Readers, man. Hit my boy up. For real.